They found her alone on the side of a rural highway in Virginia. She was thin, frightened, and visibly worn down. According to the veterinarian at the shelter, Pop-Tart had likely spent most of her life in a small cage on a dirt floor, hidden away in some dark place where she was used for breeding. At some point, she had even undergone what the vet described as a fresh, non-professional C-section, and when she was no longer useful, she was simply dumped on the side of the road. This is Pop-Tart's story.
Puppy, wanna go on walkies?
When we first met her at the shelter, she was terrified. She was underweight, her shoulders were hunched, and she looked like a sad little dog who had learned that staying quiet and making herself small was the safest thing she could do. We didn't know exactly what she had been through, but her body seemed to tell us enough. Something about her stayed with us, and 1 week later, we brought her home. That first day, Pop-Tart was scared of almost everything. The house was unfamiliar, the sounds were unfamiliar, and even having so much space seemed strange to her. One evening, we made dinner and went out into our little backyard. We lit a small fire, and Pop-Tart quietly laid down on a pillow in the grass. She watched us without asking for anything. Eventually, we put out the fire, and everyone stood up to go inside. Then Pop-Tart wagged her tail, she made a little circle, and simply lay back down in the grass. She was getting ready to sleep outside. She didn't know she was welcome in the house. She didn't know the house was hers too. She didn't know nobody was ever going to lock her away again. We all looked at each other and said, "Oh no." And immediately we brought her inside. That tiny moment broke our hearts. From that night forward, Pop-Tart slowly discovered that she was safe. And before long, she became the undisputed queen of the house. She really thinks she's an athlete too. She gets these sudden little bursts of speed and takes off running like she has somewhere incredibly important to be. She's definitely a sprinter, not a marathon runner. And every single day, I probably drive everyone crazy because I say the same thing over and over. Look at her, look how cute she is, look how happy she is. We tell her loudly and clearly that she is loved. We tell her that her old life is never coming back. We can't erase everything she went through, and we can't give her those lost years back. But we can make up for them every single day she's on this planet. Hopefully that will be for a very, very long time. Every meal, every cuddle, every nap, every silly moment is another chance to show her that life is different now. Pop-Tart has discovered plenty of things she loves, especially snow. When it snows, she absolutely refuses to come back inside. "Come on, Pop-Tart, let's go inside." Nothing. She'll just stand there enjoying herself, barking loudly like she has personally discovered winter. And barking is actually pretty unusual for her. Most of the time, she's incredibly quiet. If she wants us to play with her and we're not playing hard enough or fast enough, she'll give us one little bark, almost like she's saying, "Excuse me, we're not done yet." Other than that, the only time we really hear her bark is when she's asleep. She becomes a completely different dog in her dreams. She is a big barker when she's sleeping, we laugh. Apparently, Dream Pop-Tart has a lot of arguments to settle.
Oh, somebody too loud for your sleep. You're too loud to sleep.
And then there's mealtime. From the very first meal after we adopted her, Pop-Tart has acted like food is the greatest thing that has ever happened to her. The second she realizes breakfast or dinner is coming, she starts spinning in circles. She wiggles, dances, and practically throws herself into a celebration. No breakfast here? We joke. And the crazy thing is, 6 years later, every single meal is still met with exactly the same amount of excitement as that very first one. We also adopted Doug, and Pop-Tart and Doug quickly became best friends. They play together, sleep together, eat together, and are almost always touching each other in some way. They've become inseparable. Watching them together is one of those little things that makes us realize just how far Pop-Tart has come. The scared dog who once slept outside because she didn't know she was allowed inside now has a home, a best friend, and people who can't imagine life without her. But there is something about Pop-Tart that still breaks my heart. Recently, I've become much more aware of the stigma that comes with these big, boxy, block-headed dogs. And unfortunately, we see it with Pop-Tart too. Sometimes we'll be sitting at a patio having dinner, dog will be right there, and someone will walk over to pet him. They'll smile, give him attention, and then completely avoid Pop-Tart.
You guys are idiots.
And you can see the change in her. She might have been happy just a second earlier, and suddenly she deflates. Her excitement disappears, and she looks almost confused. It hurts because those people don't know her. They don't know the dog who spins in circles over breakfast. They don't know the little athlete who races around the yard. They don't know the dog who refuses to come inside when it snows. And they certainly don't know the frightened girl who once lay in the grass because she didn't realize she was allowed to come into the house. They only see the way she looks, they see her big head and powerful body, and they make assumptions, but Pop-Tart is the sweetest, most gentle creature you could ever meet. She's not intimidating once you know her. She's just a big, goofy, affectionate lump of mashed potatoes. She wants to be loved, she wants to play, she wants her dinner, and she wants to be near her people. That's really all she has ever wanted. Six years ago, Pop-Tart was a frightened dog on the side of a rural highway. She had been used for breeding, endured things her body should never have had to endure, and was discarded when someone decided they didn't need her anymore. Today, she runs around the backyard, celebrates every meal like Christmas morning, plays with Doug, sleeps peacefully, and argues with the snow because she refuses to come inside.
Ma'am, I've brung for you a container of frosting to lick. If that so suits you, Your Highness.
Her past will always be part of her story, but it doesn't have to be the ending. Sometimes rescue isn't about pretending the past never happened. It's about giving an animal enough love and safety that the past no longer controls every moment of their life. Pop-Tart didn't need someone to fix her. She needed someone to show her that the door was open, that the bed was hers, that the food would keep coming, and that nobody was ever going to throw her away again.